Welcome to another Empires and Puzzles Books video. Today we're going to discuss diamond building. This video is dedicated to Sal Lumeta. Many months ago he suggested I do something on diamond building, and I finally got around to putting this together. Diamonds are formed when we can connect 5 shields of the same element in a row, column, T, or L shape. They're powerful weapons because when we set them off they trigger all the same colored shields on the board, which can cause damaging cascades and get our heroes up to full mana instantly. This video will contain 15 different boards so that you can quiz yourself and or learn some new patterns to forming diamonds. Feel free to pause this video from time to time so that you can try to find the diamond before it is shown to you. This is the type of video that would be good to come back to from time to time to keep your eyes sharp on seeing these combinations, especially the very complex ones at the end. We're going to start off with some basic diamond matches, then graduate into some more complex setups that can lead to diamonds. Some may even take 2 moves instead of 1. Many will require moving tiles that have apparently nothing to do with the diamond we're creating. It's important to learn the patterns to making diamonds so that we do not miss them. Anyone who's watched my live streams and see how fast I play can attest that I often miss some important diamonds. It's a risk that I have from playing too quickly. So let's all slow down and see if we can find these diamonds. Let's get started with our first board. Here's your first board to check out. I'm going to give roughly 20 seconds before I advance the video on each of these boards. Feel free to pause if you'd like more time to see if you can find the diamond. Do you see the diamond here? This one is a matter of sliding over the fire tile to connect all those ices into a blue T. Let's check out our next one. Here is your second board. See if you can find the diamond here. The solution is similar to the last one. It's a matter of sliding up the darks to connect the holies into an L-shaped diamond. Okay, here is your third board. This one's going to get a little more complex than the last two. Can you find the diamond here? This one is a little more complex as we need an initial move with the holy shields in order to set up the diamond that will be created with the dark shields. Let's move on to our next one. Here is your fourth board. See if you can find the diamond on this one. Like the last board, there's an initial setup move here before the final diamond gets made. We have to move the one dark tile down to move that nature tile up to set ourselves up to make that nature diamond across the middle. Okay, let's move on to our fifth board. Do you see the diamond here? It's very similar to the last one. For this one, we need to do the holy match in the center to pull up that one fire diamond, which will make the fire T for the diamond. Okay, we're going to move on to our sixth board, and hopefully you can spot this rather quickly because it's a similar pattern. Do you see the diamond here? This time we need to match those 3 nature tiles in the center to bring the darks up to make the diamond. Okay, we're moving on to board number 7. This one's a little trickier, so feel free to pause now if you want to take some time to really look at this board. I want you to be able to find this diamond before I show you how it's done. With this one, we're going to use the dark tiles in the center to make an elevator to pull that holy tile up to the top so that we can make our diamond. Okay, let's move on to board number 8 of 15. And we're looking for another diamond here, and it's similar to the one that we just showed. Once again, we're going to use the holy tiles to be a horizontal elevator to pull up those dark tiles, and bang, we have a diamond ready to go. Moving on to board number 9, we're going to have a unique feature in figuring out how to make this diamond. Do you see where to make the diamond on this board? Pause now if you do not want to hear the explanation before it happens. Basically, I'm going to connect the 3 fire tiles on the right side of the board that'll elevate the holy tiles up to make the L shape using the one holy tile that was left in the center of the board and not elevated. So I brought the L up to meet the one tile that will make the final connection. As we move into our 10th board, things are going to get infinitely more complex. This is a real challenging one, so take your time, pause the video if you need to, but see if you can figure out exactly how to make the diamond on this board. Talk about how this is done. Did your eye go to those 4 red tiles at the top that could make a nice dragon shield? Don't do that. It does have to do with that section of the board though, but we don't want to make the dragon shield. We only want to connect 3 of the reds because that will figure out the math perfectly so that the ice tiles will elevate up the board perfectly to make the diamond setup. You got to avoid the trap of jumping on that red dragon shield though. You don't want that. You only want to use 3 of the red tiles. I am going to slow this video down greatly here as I had an unfortunate cascade that happened on the left side of the board which ended up damaging the diamond that was perfectly set up in the middle of the board. So I wanted to slow this video down so you could at least see how that diamond was formed. Unfortunately, as the nature of cascades happen, when this played out on the left side of the board, it ended up destroying the left side of this formation. Board number 11, you know the drill. Look for that diamond. This time it is the ice shields in the middle of the board that we need to connect to pull up the holies right into a diamond. Going into board 12 here and these last 4, they're going to be much more challenging than what we've seen before. So really take your time, look at this board and see if you can figure out where there is a yellow diamond that can be made here. Take your time, again, hit the pause button if you need to. It'll be really fun if you can figure out this puzzle. I'm going to start explaining how this is done as this is a 2 setup move to make this diamond happen. The first connection is with the fire tiles in the middle of the board. We need to pull that one down into a dragon coin, which would push that one holy tile up. The second move is going to be the dark tiles on the left side of the board, the purples. We make that purple connection and that will switch one holy tile towards the center of the board, which will perfectly align it with the L that was formed from the holy that got bumped up from those red tiles. If you're having a hard time visualize that, we'll play it out for you right now. The first 12 boards were done with mono teams, so you had a hint as to what kind of diamond I was looking for. This one's not a mono team, so it might be a little more challenging as I'm not going to tell you which element we're looking to make a diamond out of. So take your time, see if you can find where this diamond is hiding. I was looking to make a nature diamond at the top of the board. Setting off the blue dragon shield will kill that one dark tile, which will raise up the one nature tile, and then the nature tile 2 below the dragon shield gets popped all the way up to complete the combination to make the diamond setup. Okay, this is board number 14, and this might look a little chaotic, and it might take a minute to start seeing what's going on here. But this is an important diamond to figure out how to make happen. So take your time with this. There's only one more after this, and the last one's a real doozy. So see if you can solve this puzzle before we give you the answer. One is challenging to find because we're making one ice match, but asking it to do two things in that one move. It's going to twist one holy tile to the right while simultaneously elevating a second holy tile to the top of the board to complete the shape for that L diamond setup. I hope you were able to find that one. We're moving on to our last one here, which is going to be pretty challenging. Now, it looks obvious that there's a nature diamond set up right away, but that's not what we're looking for. I want you to find how you can make a fire diamond on this board. One move to set it up. Do you see how to make the fire diamond? This is a bit more challenging and requires a little bit more focus, so it's the last one. It's meant to be a doozy. Go ahead and pause your video. See if you can figure out exactly how to make a fire diamond on this board. So to get this started, what we need to look at is elevating a bunch of these fire tiles up the board. So I'm going to start calling the columns out. So in the second column, there's a fire tile at the bottom. We need to elevate that one up 2 squares, which we will do by making the nature diamond. Doing that is going to kill 2 of those nature tiles. It's not going to kill all 3 because that's where the diamond's going to stop. So that fire tile is going to come up 2 squares and stop. Making that diamond is also going to kill the nature tile in the third column, which will elevate that fire tile just 1 square. Making that diamond will also set off the dragon shield in the middle of the board, which will take that fire tile at the bottom of the board and elevate that 3 squares up, while the next column over where there's the double fires, they're just going to drop up 1. That math all works out perfectly that they're going to cascade right into a setup to make a diamond on the very next move. You might want to go back and watch this a few times just so you can see how this is done. That brings us to the end of this video. Please let me know in the comments if you like this type of video and if you'd like to see more of these types of puzzles videos to solve for diamonds and things along that line. That gives me an idea if you guys like this kind of content. Also, drop a note down there and let me know how you did. Were you able to solve all 15, 10 of the 15? How many of these were you able to figure out before you were shown the answer? Hope you found this helpful. Good luck to you. Enjoy your game and having the best of tiles.